Happy Camper Radio.
It is the Happy Camper Radio Show, episode 255. I'm Skip. I am a happy camper, and without question, we're going to make a happy camper out of you. Daniel, welcome back to the show.
I'm back.
Yeah, the regular show T-shirt
You
this
know
time.
it.
Okay.
I'm a regular guy.
I know that for sure. We'll make you a regular guy when you start camping as much as I do.
Oh,
okay?
yeah, when I retire.
Okay, well, that won't be too far down the road, and I got a trip lined up for tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about that, too, on the show. And speaking of the show, Daniel, we're welcoming back Terry Broussard of Spot2Night.
Ooh.
He joins us with some new information on the Spot2Night app. We'll have him on the show shortly. It's Happy Camper Radio, episode 255, coming at you right now. And Daniel, what happened to my audio? What happened to my audio, huh?
Wow.
Guess what? I think Sadie must have picked the wrong button here, you know.
Oh, boy. Blame the dog.
Yeah, we do that. We can do that from time to time. You know, hey, I tell you what, I can sit here. I get so excited, Daniel, every time that we start talking about camping. And it gets even better when I have a camping trip lined up right around the corner.
Yeah.
Okay. Tomorrow I'm heading out to the McKinney Campground. It is the first camping trip of 2023.
Mm-hmm.
So looking forward to that, Daniel.
Well, I have camped before you, so I've got that to hold over your head.
Oh, do you?
Yes. I
Okay.
went to that backpacking trip.
Well, you know, I pray for good weather
It
all
looks
the
good.
time.
I was looking at it before. And
You know, we had
there's
some rain this
40%.
past week at about 6 o'clock this morning.
Oof.
Claps of thunder and
Yikes.
lightning woke
Yeah.
me up.
Uh-huh.
Sadie's shaking like a leaf. She's sticking to me like glue.
Yep.
And all I'm doing is just laying there saying, okay, get it out of your system. You know, rain all you want today, because tomorrow I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I want nothing to do with it.
Yep.
So,
The rain in an RV is not that bad. The ambiance and everything. Now, if you're in a little tent, then I can see a problem. But the RV, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad. Well, I can tell you how bad it is with the tent situation. All we have to do is look back at the old federal, not the old federal campground,
FDR,
but
yep.
FDR State Park. Yeah, never will forget that. And I'll tell you what, I'll have nightmares, Daniel, if we ever go camping back down there again.
Oh.
Even though I'll have the RV with me.
Yeah, you'll
Okay.
love it. You'll love it.
Okay, I'm sure I will. But yeah, I'm really so excited about this, Daniel. I went out and did my grocery shopping last night.
Yeah.
You know, everything right now is on a schedule. Okay,
You're a schedule kind of guy.
that's it. And I'm planning on pulling out of the driveway by 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
Okay, and I should be getting there no later than 4 o'clock. I'm considering Atlanta traffic. And folks,
Yep.
for any of you who have not been to Atlanta, if you're ever planning on coming to Atlanta to do some camping, keep in mind the 285 perimeter, which circles all the way around Atlanta. And how many miles is that, Daniel? About 45, 50 miles?
I thought it was 60. I'm not sure. Something like that.
It is a long stretch,
yeah.
but everybody uses it.
Well, you have
From
to.
going
you know?
to work to coming home. So, you
Yep.
know, you can get caught up in traffic. You know, I've got to be checking in about 4 o'clock tomorrow. So I'm making sure I leave 2 hours ahead of time, because I've got to get on that 285 perimeter to get up on I-75 to get north.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
You know, and even I-75 north, you got people heading home for work.
Oh, yeah. A lot of
from
people
work,
go
yeah.
75. You know, that's where 75 and 85 meet, right in the middle of Atlanta. They did that for some reason. But, yeah, that's why they want you to take 285, so that you don't go down 75, 85. But still, it's hectic everywhere.
So this past week, I went ahead and I was doing my inventory again. I've inventory so many times, Daniel.
You
but
do.
I do it not just because it's a necessity,
Because you like it.
but I like it. Yes,
You do it. You love it.
Mm-hmm. So
We were having coffee earlier, and I saw your trip plans from when you went to Mount Airy in 2019. So
Yeah.
I was like, this guy, he loves to organize.
Oh yes, I got that list sitting out there. But what you saw sitting there was my grocery list, and I use that as kind of a template.
Okay.
All right, so I make sure that I don't go hungry. Usually I bring back too much food.
Yeah, yes, you do.
That's one bad habit of mine. I'm not good at planning when it comes to meals, because it's only me and Sadie.
Right.
Okay, but I make sure that she's got plenty of dog food, plenty of treats, and the RV's loaded up with all those good things. So anyway, Daniel, we are so excited to have Terry Broussard back on the program today. And he is from Spot2Night. We had him on the show a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And he is with us today to share us some updates and some new information. Let's get Terry on the program right now. Terry, welcome back to the program.
Well, hello again. It's so good to be back with you, Skip and Daniel. Bring some updates from Spot2Night to all of your listeners. We're so glad to be here, and it's such a blessed event to get everybody together and talk camping like you guys do.
I am so glad to have you back on the program again. Now, for listeners who recently joined the program here, why don't you share with us a little bit of what Spot2Night is, how you all got started, and exactly what folks can expect when they use the Spot2Night app?
Sure, absolutely. In 2019, I'm a I just sold my fourth camper, looking for number 5, RV, and our family and my son-in-law and I were leaning against the RV at the time. He said, let's go somewhere. I said, when? He said, tonight. I said, here's my phone, start looking. Immediately realized and remembered how even bad it was before COVID to find a spot last minute, wait for people to call you back, so forth and so on. And so we started scratching our heads together and pretty much came up with the idea that we could fix this. And we fixed it by creating Spot2Night. And we are a directly integrated booking system that connects to, well, we're on our way to now 10 integrations, which is, I was going to share as a news update, that we'll have when we, probably by June, I think we'll be live with number 10.
Okay.
And so that's how it works. The travelers build their profile out. We're on the website. We have an Android app and an Apple app. Build a profile, tell us who you are, how you camp, what you camp with, what you like to camp at, and punch the button, put your dates in. It doesn't have to be for tonight. It is more like Spot2Night and beyond. And we had people booking for 2024 already. So it's pretty interesting.
That is interesting. I would love to get to the point where I'm booking into 2024. I'm just so forward right now, looking forward to tomorrow, because tomorrow starts my first 2023 camping season, and I am all pumped up and excited about that. Yeah.
To spin off from a title, I would call that like mission camping or the purpose-driven camper. I figured perhaps they have a wedding or something like that, and they have to be in that area. And perhaps a tournament they know about, or maybe it's just their birthday weekend and they want to be there. And so I see people camping and booking for 2024.
Okay. Now, do campgrounds sign up with Spot2Night?
They do. We actually do marketing to both campgrounds and reservation systems, as well as travelers. On the under the hood on the engine side, which is campgrounds and reservation systems, we generally go and recruit the reservation systems with all of their parks for marketing. And so the parks that are not in the app, if they're using one of our reservation systems, they can contact us through our webpage, and we'll certainly work to get them connected. And then on the traveler side, we go to the major RV shows that we can attend. Most notably, we've been to the Tampa Super Show recently and Hershey this past year, and as well as some smaller state and regional shows that we'll try to get into. So it gives a chance to meet the campers, which we love, and to get a chance to explain the app directly and help them get signed up.
Now, you would think Spot2Night would be strictly for people who own RVs and travel trailers, but if you're a tent camper and you're out looking for a primitive site, you offer that also?
Well, no, not just yet. We do, and that's kind of also a part of the update, is in the coming months, we will be turning on cabins, and then down the road, I think it'll end up, if that campground has tent sites, they will be in there as well eventually. But we kind of, to build the highways, right? We started by recruiting parks, building the system, started with RV spots, and then we're going to move it from there. And that's the growth path. So we will be launching in the coming weeks, it's in test right now, the shopping cart. So you'll be able to book a spot or multiple spots or multiple trips, so you can do your trip planning along with us. In the app.
Okay. Now, some campgrounds we know cannot accommodate very large rigs. Now, for example, my RV is a 32-foot, it's 32 foot in length, and I can get into just about any campground. But if I were to have a large fifth wheel, for example, and I wanted to go ahead and book a spot. Now, will your website be able to filter out the campgrounds that can accommodate my RV?
Absolutely, Skip. That's a part of the secret sauce. When you build your profile, go into Spot2Nite, build and save your profile. You're going to tell us what type you have, Class A, B, C, motorhome, travel trailer, truck camper, whatever. You're going to put all that in there. Tell us the length and whether you have slides on both sides or whatever. We take that and match it in the algorithm with the campgrounds because we get that data. And the park data comes to us because basically, again, we're connecting you to the booking terminal.
Okay.
Your 32-footer will not go into a 24 spot. It won't show you. So our system will only return to you those campgrounds that meet your dates and your physical requirements for a campground. So you don't have to wonder if it's going to fit. You know, if it goes in, it'll fit. The computer will make that logic for us.
You know, you just brought up a very interesting point because not long ago I went ahead online and I'm booking my campsites right now, mostly in the Georgia, Alabama, and South Carolina area, you know, something within driving distance. But I found, I can't even remember what the campground was, but I spotted a particular site by the lake. I'm a lakeside type guy. And I'm going, wow, here it is. The dates are there. I need to get in there. Went in the book and said, up 24-foot limit. And I'm, oh, how depressing that was. So, yeah, that is a good feature that you have available on your site.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So,
yeah, and if you go to spot2nite.com, your listeners will see the ability to create their profile. And that'll take care of all of the hardware of the system. And then if you go way down to the bottom of the page, we have RV parks in North America, and you can pick a favorite state, like in your case, Georgia, view all the parks in Georgia, and you'll see the whole list of parks that we have active in there. I'll tell you now, again, as an update, I think when we last spoke, we were 21. We were probably in 2021, so we were just launched out. I think we had about 40 parks. And we are well over 600 now.
Oh,
and
my.
that number, I'm forecasting, will be double by June when we bring on the last integration system and load that up.
Wow.
So your travelers are going to see Spot2Nite dots everywhere. And we're also, we'll be integrating with the Good Sam at campgrounds.com. So you'll see that we'll be providing parks to their system as well. And those will be appropriately tagged with, powered by Spot2Nite. So that's exciting. That's all. That went live last week.
Okay.
So users can actually look right at goodsam.com, find that. And one other part, if I could, when everybody's setting up their profile, go ahead and put your memberships in there, whether it is Good Sam or FMCA or military, firefighter, first responder. Put all that in. Because you know how when we stand at the desk at a campground and they take those cards and they say, give me that one because it gives you the most discount.
Mm-hmm.
Our logic does the same thing in the system.
Okay.
I literally went through all that process. So if the park wants to offer it in the app, it'll show up on your booking receipt.
Well, Daniel and I, we fall right into that category because Daniel's a military veteran and he gets discounts occasionally from places. And myself, I'm retired. I'm retired law enforcement, so I mean that has helped me out also. But and
I'm retired Air Force, so thanks us all for the service. And I'm sensitive to that, and we're honored to have had that opportunity to serve, and very grateful, I think, for all the parks that choose to offer us a discount.
Sure. Absolutely. And I'm at the Spot2Nite website right now, and I mean I'm just looking here like. You have RV parks near me. I mean, you got some pictures, and that's what I really like. Anytime I want to book a campground, I've got to see pictures. All right, and a lot of the campgrounds that I use do not have them. However, folks can also go to YouTube, where chances are someone has been there before and will take you to a site-by-site tour of that particular campground, so you can get an idea of what you're booking. That is also a great feature, and I think that would go hand in hand with Spot2Nite. If somebody has the time and they want to go ahead and book a campground on Spot2Nite, but don't really get to see exactly what the individual campsites look like, they can go to YouTube and kind of match them up and say, wow, there's a spot right there. Let's go ahead and book that on Spot2Nite.
They sure can. And we draw in pictures from the campgrounds. They provide pictures, and they also have the ability to update pictures. And just as you said, campers, we're very visual. I think that's all a part of being a camper, right, is to be outside and experience the environment and the outside. And many parks, they'll just upload tons of pictures because they know that that's what really sells their park. And as we look at campgrounds all day long, loading and building parks, we share that feedback with the parks. Hey, you might want to add some pictures here. Do you have your new splash pad? Is this current for this year? Because every year they're always adding. I saw a park here in Louisiana. I was reading they're adding a splash pad and a small swimming pool. Not sure if it'll be open for the summer, but it's in North Louisiana, and it's in Spot2Night, Grand Acor. It's a beautiful park.
Yes. Now, on your website, and I'm sure on the app, you simply put in there where you're going, what's the check-in date, and what is the checkout date, and do a search, and it's all done real time, correct?
Yes, sir. Real time, and only returns parks that will have availability for you, or it'll show you that, hey, you could move your dates here and get that park.
Okay. That is real good. Now, the Spot2Night app, you can get that in the App Store?
Free to download in the App Store and Google Play for those using Android. It runs, we'll go back to the Apple App Store. Of course, you can run that on any of, even the new laptops that have the M2 chip that you can run Apple apps in. You can run that on your laptop if you prefer that environment. What I like about the app on the handheld device, when you enable tracking, and let's say you stop your RV to get gas and you're like, okay, I know I really should probably just stop tonight because it's too long. I remember Terry talked about Spot2Night on Happy Camper Radio. Let me punch the button, and you hit that button near me. It defaults to tonight, and it'll show you those parks right around you.
Okay.
So we purposely made it so that you have to, it's not going to hunt while you're driving, like moving like Waze. It takes a snapshot because we don't really want people. I guess your navigator co-pilot could be punching buttons, but I always tell people when you're stop gassing up, punch that button and see what's around you.
Now, a lot of folks are kind of like Daniel and Deidre. They are on-the-go people.
Mm-hmm.
So, they really don't have a whole lot of time to actually sit down and do a lot of research. And a Spot2Night app would be great for folks like that. Were they able to put their payment information in there so everything can be done transaction all in one place?
Oh, absolutely. And I encourage people to do that because besides making it so convenient, it's trusted and secure. We use Stripe as our payment gateway, so all of that information is encrypted and secure. But if you're sitting near the fireside and you're sharing campgrounds, you'll see there's a share icon in the top right picture of the campground, the little heart. You can save it, and then there in the app, there's a little send button, and it throws it into messaging and sends it to your travel group. And if you see one spot left and you want to jump on it, you don't want to have to go looking for your CVC code off your credit card locked up in the camper.
Well,
you need that right then and there because you're looking again in real time, Skip, real time.
Okay. Well, Terry, this has been a great opportunity to have you back on the program, and I am really excited to hear that Spot2Night has grown just in 2 years and is continuing to grow. So, it's going to be a popular destination for just about anybody who wants to go camping. And if you're anyone like myself and you've got a smartphone, I have one screen that is strictly reserved for everything camping. Anything camping that has an app that I'm going to be using is on that screen, and Spot2Night is an app that really needs to be right there. So, hoping a lot of folks are, following in my footsteps and doing exactly that. You can go to the App Store right now and download Spot2Night. It's a great site to use, very easy to use, and I think we're going to be hearing back from Terry again not too far down the road. But, Terry, I want to thank you for being a part of the program again. And we're looking forward to talking to you again later on down the road.
Well, thanks so much. It's always a pleasure to talk. If anybody's got questions, they can go to spot2nite.com. That's SPOT, the number 2, NITE.com, Spot2Night. And shoot us an email or give us a call.
Okay. Thank you so much for being on the program, Terry. Glad to have you.
Thank you so much, Skip. I sure appreciate it.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Well, Daniel, what do you think?
Hey, I'm down.
You're
need
down.
the time.
Okay. Yeah, all you got to do is get that pop-up out of the garage.
I know.
Now,
I need to get the new awning for it. I need to buy that.
I think after tomorrow, when I'm back on the road, all right, you're going to be really excited about going camping.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be talking to you. I'm going to be texting you while I'm gone. And I want to get you pumped
that's
up.
All
okay?
I want to. Yeah, while I'm at work, that's great.
Okay, I don't want to get you depressed. I want to get you pumped up and excited. All right.
Yeah.
And when I find out that I'm going to have an opportunity to camp with you and Deidre, I am going to get pumped up and excited about that.
All right.
So let's go ahead. Let's check out some dates. I know you're hooked up on FDR State Park and everything, and if we got to go back down there again, we'll do it.
I'd actually like to go back to St. Augustine. I haven't been there in forever.
Oh, really?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, I love it down there. Love it. It's my favorite.
Okay, I've got 4 trips already booked. I'm working on number 5 right now. Okay, but I think probably after the 4th trip that I'm going to be taking here, I may take a little break. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see how that goes. But I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a great opportunity. And it's also right now, Daniel, our time for our featured campground of the week. And it's right here on the Happy Camper Radio Show.
Happy Camper Radio.
Daniel, speaking of FDR State Park, I want to go a little further south of that.
Okay.
Okay. I want to go to the Hard Ridge Creek Campground.
Okay.
Okay. It's not too far down the road from there. It's a little closer to Florida, but it's a beautiful campground to consider if you want to get away. And I was just looking right before the show. They've got some openings if you want to head on down there.
Is that near Tallahassee or something?
It's heading down toward Tallahassee, okay? But it's a little further south than West Point Lake.
Okay.
Yeah, so you might want to check this place out. The Hard Ridge Creek Campground is situated on the shores of Walter F. George Lake on the Georgia-Alabama border. The lake is a great place to get away for a week, a weekend, or maybe just an afternoon. They've got boating, swimming, fishing, camping. They're very popular activities. The recently upgraded campground offers 74 sites, 55 of which have electric and water hookups. Buddy sites can accommodate up to 16 people each, and they are also available. There's a whole list of information right there on the website, and we're going to have a link to it all week long on happycamperradio.com. Just click on that, and the Hard Ridge Creek Campground will come right on up. Take a look at it. And remember, folks, if you don't already have a recreation.gov account, you can sign up right there. Just look for the little blue tab up on top. It says sign up. It doesn't cost you a dime to do that. If you already have an account like I do, go ahead and log in, and you can make your reservations there. But they've got a host of a lot of information right there. Check it all out, and make sure you read the know before you go items. Also, remember, don't move firewood. Protect your trees and the forest from those killing insects, those, what do we call them, Dan? Tree-killing pests.
Termites.
That's a tongue twister. I have a hard time getting that out every time, okay? And you can do that by buying your firewood locally and burning it on site. For more information, visit don'tmovefirewood.org. But this is a great campground to consider if you're camping in the 2023 season or maybe looking further on down the road. Consider the Hard Ridge Creek Campground. It is our featured campground of the week right here on the Happy Camper Radio Show.
Skip and Daniel.
Yeah.
HappyCamperRadio.com.
And if you have a campground you'd like for us to feature on the program, you can get in touch with me, Skip, S-K-I-P, at happycamperradio.com, or the regular guy,
Daniel at happycamperradio.com.
and be sure to include a link to the campground website. Well, that's going to wrap up today's edition of the Happy Camper Radio Show, episode 255. Daniel, I'm all set. I have nothing to do today but get further excited. Looking forward to it, and next week on the show, I'm going to have some video. I'm going to have some photographs. I'm going to have a whole lot of things to talk about.
Right.
Yeah. Remember, friends, every pet deserves a loving home. I want you to do exactly as I did. Visit your local shelter and adopt a pet today. You can find us on the web. We're there 24/7 at www.happycamperradio.com. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at Camp Talker. And subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can see us in person. The Happy Camper Radio Show is a presentation of Skip Huber Productions. I'm Skip. I'm a happy camper. Daniel's a happy camper. And we're going to make a happy camper out of you. Talk to you again real soon. Thanks for joining us. This is Happy Camper Radio.
Happy Camper Radio.